In this episode, Cacalacasa nickname, the Germans and the English, the motor priest and the motor blessing. Keep an eye at the Sicilian women. Puff puff pan pan, Coscialunga nickname, Suterina daylight savings.
È quella.
Salve per Sutera.
Sempre diritto. Sempre diritto.
Sutera, Central Sicily, True Sicily, Arab and Byzantine, agriculture and of people that emigrated elsewhere. I believe that one day in the early 1900s, an inhabitant of Sutera said to another, "I am going to Germany." And that other one added, "And then I'm going to England." And so, that is how it really was for almost a century. The people from Sutera split between Germany and England in search of work. Here in many speak the Anglo-German Sicilian, and indecipherable language I would say. Sutera rises imposingly above a huge valley dominated by an equally huge boulder, Monte San Paolino, which rests the big foot in Piazza Sant'Agata and then flies into the sky at 125 meters high.
Come si chiama? Buonasera, lei è una bellissima figura
A Suterese. Who knows if its inhabitants are called that way?
Sì, me l'ha detto.
Good evening.
La maschera addosso.
You are a beautiful Sicilian figure.
Sono un giornalista.
You
Sto
think
facendo un
so?
giro qua di Sutera. Mi dica una cosa.
Listen, we are doing a tour here in Sutera. What class are you?
Del 30.
I'm from 1930.
Come mai
Congratulations.
si è così in forma?
How
Non ha
come
fatto
you are
niente
so in
nella
shape?
vita.
You never did anything in life, perhaps?
Sei scherzoso? A lavorare a 30 anni. Andavate in discoteca ai vostri tempi il
A
sabato?
lavorare a 8 anni, no a 30 anni.
A 8 anni.
Did you start working at 30?
Qual è il suo?
Maybe you used to rather go to the disco.
Perché?
I went to work at 8. What 30?
No, Angiuri.
What is your nickname?
Cacca la casa, avanti.
Cacca la casa.
Mio nonno.
Caca la casa. Caca la casa. They used to call my grandfather Caca la casa because when he was little, he arrived and sat down and he would pop at home anywhere.
Uno arrivava si incolava. Allora l'ho portato a Sutera. Quando è morto, mio nipote dice questo è il bastone di suo fratello.
What a beautiful cane!
Lo mantengo per questo.
It is a memory of my brother who died.
È un pezzo di ricordo.
My nephew said to me,
Grazie.
"Keep
Ce
this.
ne andiamo.
It was your
Ce ne abbiamo
brother's,
conosciuta.
and I always carry it with me." Okay, it's time to start our walk. What a beautiful little square. How is it staying here in Sutera?
Casa Campa d'aria,
Si campa d'aria.
Casa Campa d'aria, l'asilo di illuminazione.
Here we live by air. We are in peace. Those who die young die at age of 90. What was your job? Me?
Lei non ha fatto niente, vero?
Io ho fatto... signora,
Miss, please, can you turn around? I used to work my butt off.
non conoscevo
Quando?
di quando sono nato.
Questo quanti anni ha lei?
There are other people over there. You seem to be in great shape. I just turned 86. He still drives. He worked in Germany.
Sono andato in Inghilterra nel 1964.
I went to England in the 64 to work in the factory.
Ho lavorato 43 anni in fabbrica. How are you, my friend? Come stai, amica mia? What do you want to know? What do you want to know? You tell me.
Let's go inside the village. There are just over 1,000 inhabitants. Jack Fly, our drone, flies over the roofs of Sutera and embraces the valley of wheat and pastures. What a beautiful little square. There is a town hall, a bar, and a beautiful view. In this bar, there are all the Sicilian pastimes. They go to a bar in a small inland village and play cards and football table. We walk among the stone houses and in the ancient streets of Sutera. Hey, but how does that car pass from the narrow little street? But are you a pilot? How many times did you crawl this car? You look at it. Never. Can you imagine yourself, an American driving in Sutera? A house with clothes hanging. Our smashing game starts.
Buongiorno. Allora, lei risponde a se...
Listen, for me in this house, by the clothes hanging, I would say that 3 men and 2 women lived there.
4 maschi, ho sbagliato di uno. Va bene, 4 maschi e 2 femmine. Ci ha dato vicino.
Very close. 4 men and 2 women. Listen, what are you eating today? I don't know. I'm waiting for my wife. What did you do in life? The carpenter. I worked in Germany and England. Then tell me in German, we'll see you in Sutera.
In tedesco, wir sehen Sie in Sutera.
In inglese.
I don't know, I forget my English. I think it's we see...
Let's see in Sutera. Let's see in Sutera. In siciliano.
E vediamo Sutera.
Excuse me, ma'am. I interviewed your husband. He told me that he was naughty when he was young. What do you mean that he was naughty?
Tosto lui.
Come tosto?
Perché via così mi risi? No, ma
But what are you saying? And I know nothing about it?
cosa cucina oggi?
Io non ho cucinato niente stamattina.
Niente, non c'è niente oggi.
What did you cook today? Nothing. Nothing. There is nothing to eat today. What is your name?
Grazie, lei si chiama?
Gesua.
Come?
Gesua.
E che nome è?
Jesua. And what name is it? An ancient name.
Di Sutera.
Via Sant'Agata.
The Sicilian stone escorts us through the narrow alleys of the village. Hello, kittens of Sutera. There is peace here, right?
Salve.
Good morning. What are you doing sitting outside? Who lives in this house? She lives here. We are the grandchildren. This 80 years old woman.
Questa vecchia 80 anni con la sciatica di vento e con la medicina in un attimo guarì.
Listen down there. I see a beautiful view. Please come in.
Grazie.
Prego, prego.
What beautiful zucchini. Are you making pasta with zucchini?
2 mezzane e col sugo. Prego.
Che bel panorama.
What a lovely view. I return to my little village, which is so beautiful.
Io sono tornata al mio paesello che è tanto bello.
Ma lei parla sempre in rima?
But you always speak in rhyme? Are you a poet? Let's take a nice picture.
Che bello.
My husband was a school teacher, but here in Sutera, everyone had immigrated, and there were no more children. And with my husband, we went to northern Italy.
I bambini non ce n'erano più, che c'è stata un'emigrazione fortissima. Ecco, voglio vivere 100 anni senza pene e senza affanni.
I want to live 100 years without pain and without worries. What are the inhabitants of Sutera called?
Sutere in dialetto. Sutrisi, sutere.
We continue the march. Smells of food comes from steaming kitchens. How many uninhabited houses? If you want to move to Sutera, you can buy an apartment of 50 square meters with not even 20,000 euros. Here we are in Piazza del Carmine. There is a beautiful church and a small villa with Padre Pio behind the valley. It is located in Dillingen Square because Dillingen is a town in Germany twinned with Sutera. And in return, in Dillingen, they made a park called Sutera with the usual Padre Pio. In Dillingen, they also celebrate the saint of Sutera, San Paolino, for the happiness of the German Suteresi. But in order not to offend the Anglo-Suteresi, here comes the beautiful Broxbourne in England, which in addition to this splendid 15th century church dedicated to Sant'Agostino is twinned with Sutera. German Suteresi and English have given life to a triangular soccer not transmitted by all the televisions of the world, but for the joy of few intimates. At the end of all of this, we got drunk too with all this international, and we called this reportage Willkommen in the Bella Sutera, who won the match with Auf Wiedersehen from the Bella Sutera, and also with Yahoo. This is Sutera. The bells ring in celebration. This is the effigy of the town of Sutera. They told me that here the priest is an inveterate motorcyclist. We want to meet him. There he is. He is reciting Mass. As soon as he ends, it will be ours. Here, that's his motorcycle. A speeded up type. Meanwhile, we go to visit the Ethno-Anthropological Museum just next to the church. Professor Tona shows us the room dedicated to the Second World War II. There is also, listen to this, a guide for the soldier who's in Sicily, a sort of tourist text never seen, where it is also advised to be careful not to be too bold with Sicilian women. This room is full of kits and newborn items, including the famous Naka, a sort of flying cradle. Did they put you in there?
Quindi a lei l'hanno messa là dentro? Io sì.
Yes. Did you ever fall? I don't remember. There is also a nice stone game found in the ruins of the castle that today no longer exist, and also many objects of Sicilian daily life. We sign and go hunting for the motor priest. They tell us he ran away. Oh no! The inland biker priest ran away. We go up to the San Paolino mountain. We will catch him on the way back, even though they told us that he's not a very easy type. Puff, puff, pin, pin. The climb begins. The panorama as we go up opens up the whole valley. That is San Marco, a place not to be missed. Okay, then we'll go. But after eating, of course. We need energy. During the climb, there is a cave where the son of King Philip of Anjou in 1300 was taken prisoner during the Sicilian Vespers. Mamma mia, just the thought of it! Splendid tip! If the textbook of the soldier who fights in Sicily is like the one we saw in the Sutera Museum, where the soldier was warned not to bother with the beautiful Sicilian girls, if they had written it 7 centuries before, perhaps the Sicilian Vespers, in the only moment of rebellion of the Sicilians against one of its many invaders, they would never have existed. In fact, it all started because an Angevin soldier bothered a beautiful woman from Palermo. It was March 30th, 1282, the Vespers hour, the hour of sunset. the courageous soldier, and the beautiful Sicilian were in Palermo. The back of the beautiful girl from Palermo was the spark that ended the kingdom of the Angevins. We continue the climb. First bell. We must ring it. Continue the climb. Strap-off, and strap-in. I wonder if these big climbs are done in Diligen or Broxbourne. Diligenziani and Broxborbiani, the next time you come, take a jog up here. You can see half of Sicily from up here. Or if you prefer, I'll tell you in Suterese. We can see half Sicilianisque from up here. Hanira, our beautiful Sherpa, she constantly quenches our thirst thankfully. Here we are finally at the top. Second bell must be rang. Sutera is our feet, and the whole valley below has the color of gold, while in spring it is green like Ireland. Up here, there is also a sanctuary. They are the statues of San Paolino and San Donofrio, the two saints of Sutera.
Allora, questa è una chiesa realizzata nel 1790 da Chiaramonte, il pavimento non è quello originale, ma se...
This is a church built in 1790. There is the original maiolica. Even the elderly go up here, barefoot, out of devotion. Here are the ashes of San Donofrio and San Paolino, the two saints of Sutera. Okay, now we're hungry. We go to eat, with or without English and Germans. We go to eat. We gehen essen. Si va a mangiare. Hey, down there, Jack spotted Father Francesco, the motor priest. Let's catch him. On July 14, we organized a motorcycle rally. They come from all over Sicily, and it's an opportunity to get together. We will do the blessing of the bikes, and then a tour of the village, and a nice lunch bag, of course. The motorcycle blessing. I had never heard of this before. Judging by the belly, today we should eat well. Yes, it's true. You will eat well.
Può vedere.
Salute!
Questi sono polpetti di pane.
These are bread balls.
No, comprendo.
Pasta picca e sugazza assai.
Spaghetti, pasta, and sugazzi assai. Smart guy. Sugazzi means a lot of sauce, but the suffix gazzi in Italian indicates the male organ, and then sugazzi has a double meaning of a lot of sauce and also something dirty. In short, if you come to Sicily, if you want a lot of sauce, don't say sugazzi.
Maggie!
This is Maggie, the hostess.
Maggie c'è.
How many people are in here? An army of housewives in the kitchen. We eat some bruschetta. The pitirri, a typical local soup. A delicious pasta with macco, or broad beans, with spaghetti, the famous bread balls, and salad. This is the famous orange salad and fennel from Sicily.
Allora, Toto.
I don't know how they gave me this nickname, Coscia Lunga, which means long legs.
Stavo dicendo che questo ha messo il paese.
Here we are in the upper Arab part of the town. Here the sun comes first, and the town below comes later. Here they wake up first, eat, and go to sleep earlier. That is crazy. Sutera's daylight saving time. You never stop learning. We conclude with a typical cookie, and then, unexpectedly, they gave us honey. But the real honey. Honey for the German Suterini, honey for the Anglo-Suterini, and miele for the Sicilian Suterini.
Ti conosco perché io li produco, cara. Tutti. Questa è la fisca di me. Benvenuti a Sutera. Sicuramente.
Welcome to Sutera. Coming to Sutera is nice for the welcoming people and for experiencing a Sicily of flowers, traditions, and alleys full of smells of food. And then in Sutera, you can see the different signs of Sicilian dominations: Arab, Norman, Swabian, and other worlds. All I have to say is come to Sutera. We enter the Arab Quarter, a series of alleys and back streets. The Arabs came to Sicily in the 1800s, freeing the region from 2 centuries of said European Middle Ages. Many towns in Sicily still present a very strong Islamic architecture. The Rabato is right under the mountain, and there are several caves that give off icy air, since they are real underground passages.
Refrigerio
Che
naturale.
temperatura costante.
Questo è sempre così, tutto il fresco della montagna.
Ma io perché non ci sono mangiato?
Guarda che c'è qui dentro.
Che bello.
Today, there's almost 35 degrees here in Sutera, but from this cave, air comes out even at 10 degrees. A blow from the underworld, from the breath of the living dead. Well, you understand. Several houses in the Rabato have these caves inside.
Qua veniva utilizzata sia di forno.
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno.
Ma che fece? Un mene.
Ma'am, what are you doing up there? I'm coming down and I'll show you something. She is the weaver of the village. She shows us her work and shows us how she works. If you come to Sutera, ask for Mrs. Angela, the rabbit.
Io come mi chiamo? Angela.
Ah, che bel nome.
She will open you the door, offer you coffee, and you can also buy one of her embroideries. We are almost at sunset, the blue moment of the day. The light of the sky transforms the wheat fields into a sea with 1,000 reflections of gold. Together with Jack Flyer 4-leg drone, we go to the small hill in front of Sutera, San Marco. It is a place full of history and charm, where huge boulders of rocks accompany us along a path carved by millennia. There is a cave with Byzantine frescoes. Below, the legend says that there is a treasure. Offer their scene, my sweet and beautiful Sutera.